Stoicism teaches us how to remain calm and make decisions wisely in the face of life's adversities. It empowers us to control our emotions and move forward with reason. A Stoic person knows that the greatest investment in life is relationships. However, not all relationships lead to our growth. Some relationships push us towards destruction instead of progress. Especially if there is a woman in your life who cannot manage her own life, that relationship can be destructive for you. In today's video, we will discuss 6 signs that indicate a low-value woman, and how you can protect yourself from such relationships by following the Stoic perspective. Watch the entire video, and if you're new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe, share, and like. Let's get started. Sign number 1, constant drama and emotional manipulation. Stoicism teaches us. It's not the external events that disturb us, but our judgment of them. In simple terms, while you cannot control what others do or say, you can control how you respond. A low-value woman often thrives on chaos. She manufactures unnecessary drama, bursts of anger, sudden tears, silent treatments, or emotional outbursts over trivial matters. Her goal isn't resolution, it's control. These emotional manipulations are designed to guilt-trip you, making you feel like everything is your fault. She will twist situations to make herself the victim and you the villain. You're told you don't care enough, that you're not understanding, that you're never doing enough. And while you're busy walking on eggshells trying to manage her emotions, you slowly lose sight of your purpose, your peace, and eventually, yourself. This kind of mental game is more than just toxic, it's draining. It erodes your logic, weakens your emotional strength, and keeps you in a state of constant confusion. You begin to doubt yourself, and once you do, she gains full control. But Stoicism says otherwise. If you lose your peace, you lose your power. You must recognize that you are not responsible for someone else's emotional instability. You are responsible only for guarding your peace, protecting your mind, and walking away when necessary. Remember this, any relationship that constantly disturbs your mental clarity is not built on love, it's built on control. A Stoic man protects his peace, even if it means walking the path alone. Sign number 2, lacks personal values. Marcus Aurelius once said, "Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one." The Stoics didn't just preach ideals, they lived them. They believed in virtue as the highest good. But what happens when someone in your life doesn't live by any values at all? A low-value woman lacks a clear moral compass. She doesn't follow principles, she follows popularity. Her identity shifts with trends, social media opinions, and fleeting desires. One day she talks about independence, integrity, and self-respect. The next, she abandons those very ideals for short-term pleasure or approval from others. She wears the mask that fits the moment. And when someone constantly reinvents themselves to fit in, it's not growth, it's instability. If you're a man of purpose, discipline, and vision, having someone by your side who lacks inner direction is not just unhelpful, it's dangerous. She won't walk with you, she'll pull you off your path. Stoicism teaches us that without virtue, there is no strength. A person without principles is like a ship without a compass, drifting, aimless, and vulnerable to every wave. Remember this, a woman who has no fixed values will never stand firm when life tests her. And if you stand beside her, you'll fall with her. A Stoic man aligns with virtue, not volatility. Sign number 3, she seeks validation from everyone. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, "He who seeks approval from others is their slave." And this isn't just philosophical, it's real. A low-value woman constantly looks outside herself to feel worthy. She doesn't build confidence from her character or values, but from attention, likes, compliments, flirtations, and approval. You'll notice the pattern. Excessive selfies on social media, captions that say little but reveal a deeper hunger for attention, and a need to be admired, especially by men. This isn't just vanity, it's a deep sign of insecurity and inner emptiness. But Stoicism teaches us that true confidence comes from within. A Stoic man doesn't need external praise to know his worth. He finds dignity in living virtuously and remaining grounded in what he controls. Now imagine being in a relationship with a woman who builds her self-worth entirely on how others perceive her. When that external attention fades, which it inevitably does, she'll turn to you to fill that void. You'll become the emotional crutch. The burden of constantly validating her will fall on your shoulders. And no matter how much you give, it will never be enough, because the void inside her isn't yours to fix. Remember this: if a woman's confidence is built entirely on others' validation, she will never be stable in a relationship. A Stoic man moves with purpose, not performance. Choose peace over praise. Choose inner strength over constant approval. Sign number 4, she disrespects your time and boundaries. Stoicism teaches us: value your time more than gold. Time is your most precious resource. Because with time, you build your goals, chase your dreams, grow your mind, and protect your peace. But a low-value woman does not see that time as valuable. You could be busy. You could be tired. You could be in desperate need of solitude. And still, she'll expect you to drop everything for her desires. And if you say no, she'll feel offended. She'll sulk. Or worse, she'll accuse you of being emotionally distant, uncaring, or selfish. This kind of woman drains your energy. You slowly stop focusing on your own life just to maintain the emotional balance of someone who doesn't respect your personal space. But the Stoic mindset tells us, boundaries are not cruelty. They are self-respect. A Stoic man knows that where there are no boundaries, there can be no peace. If you value yourself, you must also protect your time and your mental space. So if a woman repeatedly crosses your lines, ignores your time, and demands your attention as if it's owed, she doesn't just want your love. She wants control. Remember this: your time is your power. And any woman who refuses to honor that time is slowly draining the life out of you. Being Stoic means knowing where to draw the line, and having the strength to walk away from those who keep crossing it. Sign number 5, she lacks accountability, and blames everyone but herself. Stoicism teaches us: you are not responsible for everything that happens to you. But you are responsible for how you respond. Accountability is the foundation of maturity. But a low-value woman avoids it at all costs. In her story, she is always the victim, and someone else is always the villain. If her job fails, it was the manager's fault. If a friendship ends, it was because others were jealous. If she hurts you, it's because you made her do it. She refuses to own up to her words, her actions, or her poor choices. Instead, she blames. She complains. She shifts the weight of her consequences onto your shoulders. And over time, you become the emotional garbage bin for everything she refuses to process. But Stoicism reminds us, personal power begins with personal responsibility. A person who cannot admit their own mistakes is not just immature, they are dangerous to your peace. Because when something goes wrong, they will always look for a scapegoat. And if you are close, that scapegoat will be you. Remember this: sharing life with someone means sharing responsibility. But when only one person carries all the weight, it's no longer a relationship. It's a burden. And if you don't leave that burden behind, it will crush you, slowly, silently, and completely. Sign number 6, she uses intimacy as power. Seneca says, true love comes from virtue, not desire. For a low-value woman, intimacy is not an act of love or connection. It becomes a tool for manipulation. She uses intimacy as a currency, offering it when you meet her demands, withdrawing it when you do not. If you don't comply with her terms, intimacy becomes a punishment. If you do, then it's a reward. This isn't love. This is control. But the Stoic knows, real strength lies in restraint, in self-control. When love is used to manipulate and control, it's no longer love, it's a transaction, a power struggle. And no relationship can thrive on manipulation, no matter how much attraction or chemistry there may be. If you find yourself in a relationship where intimacy is the prize for compliance, it's time to ask yourself, are you in a relationship, or are you in a game of control? Remember this, true love is based on virtue and mutual respect, not manipulation or power plays. When intimacy becomes a weapon, it's time to break free and protect your peace. Conclusion. Stoicism teaches us, protect your peace, even if it means walking alone. If you see these 6 signs in a woman, ask yourself, do you want true peace, or do you want to remain caught up in emotional turmoil? Make the right decisions to protect your self-esteem, your time, and your mental strength. Being a Stoic is not just about being tough, but about understanding your worth and building your life accordingly. Choose clarity over chaos. Choose virtue over validation. Choose you. And, if you found this video valuable, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, share, and like.